Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I just want to show you what I have made so far in 2023 and how much returns I have made. So this basic calculation which I am doing, which is not a real optimal way of calculating. It's when I have a leveraged position, it's really hard to calculate how much it has grown now by just by pains, payouts, various things. It's not actually easy to calculate these things. So what I would say is I'll just see how I'm going to calculate. Is first I'm going to take account value. So account value is this one. Now, since I have a leveraged position, it's really hard for me to calculate. Uh, so I'll just see how much we have made in equity since January 2023 to December. So I'm just calculating the calendar year. So if this is the amount, I'll minus with this one. And also I had additional 6 lakhs apart from this. So basically I'm doing this. So in equity, I get around, this is what I would get. So I've made in equity around 18% in realized gains. I'm not calculating the unrealized profits right now. I'm only calculating the realized one. So I've made around 18, close to 18% here. And this is 18. And now go to futures and options. And here again I'll take the same value but just minus 7.77 and 7.77, 22% here. But how I would calculate this is basically combine all these things. I'm not sure if this is a right way of calculating things, but I think it is. Minus 6.15. This is how I'm calculating it. So it shows I'm made close to 50% profit here throughout the year. So again, the calculation is basically 6.51 in equity and 7.7 in futures and options. This is other investments which I have, and these are my present account value. So it's basically giving me what return I have made so far. So I'm not uh, trying to say it has been smooth ride, but it has been extremely volatile uh, throughout the process. So if I have stick to particular stock which I've invested here, let's say for example, one of the major stock which I regret is this one, Titagarh. So I invested in this stock. Okay, I've invested. So let me show you even this one. So where I regret and how much loss would have incurred because of that. So I just sitting on one single position might be much better than investing so much and being so much volatile. Let's see TWL, I guess Tita. Yeah. So if we see this year, I have sold this position. I've bought it at 1 lakh. Okay. And I sold it with some profit. Let's see how much profit I would have made just with 1 lakh of stocks. If I just have sat calmly and didn't do anything, I would have made much better. This is one of the regrets which I had this year. But this is what I want to say. Sometimes, option trading and futures trading, nothing matters a lot. Just a portfolio management, a good sitting in a right position can give you much better profits than doing left right trading. If you just sit in a stock and you pick single stock and just trust it's going to go up, it might grow up, and if you follow a proper portfolio management strategy, it would. So this is, I bought it at average this price. So I'll just calculate this into 5,000 quantity into just 1,100. So I would have made on just this stock alone, I would have made close to this amount, right? So if I have sold it today or few days back, I would have made half of the equities returns with a single stock. So what I want to try to tell here is picking a stock and sitting on it is much better most of the time than having a huge leverage trade. So let's say if I'm working on uh, so much on all these things and I'm actually taking a single trade. Uh, so how do I explain it? A day trading, if I would have day traded, I would have lost more than picking a single stock, which I have analyzed and just have taken one trade and just forgot about it. That's what would make money. There is second investment. This is one of those. So I'll say one more thing is AsterDM, which I bought at 4,500 quantity into. This is one more stock. So I've bought it at this price. The current price of this is at 360, somewhere close to this. So I bought it and sold it multiple times. Instead of doing that, if I would have just sat on this, the entire equity, this would have given me another opportunity. But I'm not that kind of person. So again, there are various styles and various ways of dealing with things. So I am more suitable when I am doing my style of investment. That is, when the investment style which I am following is mostly value investment, where I see a value stock, I pick it and then I sell it. Few are momentum stocks, but not most of them. So if I find value, I just buy them and I keep them. In so if they are out of their value, I don't even I sell them. So basically, out of the value is in this all-time high values. For example, today I have sold. So I'll I'll come back to my logic again. So I've sold fluorochem and I don't regret it because the value has been, for me, whatever value uh, right now it is overvalued. So I wanted to sell it. So I sold it. When I bought it, it was undervalued. So I would do this multiple times rather than sitting on this and coffee can investing on this. So I would recommend that for someone who is not extremely active, but for a trader, they have to pick choose a style of trading rather than going to various things. For me, this has worked, um, but I don't think for others it might be the same. And everyone has their own style and unique style. So if you just follow my style, will you be profitable, or will you, if you follow someone else, will you be profitable? I don't know, but it's basically how you define it and how you modify it and tweak it from anyone's style is up to you. But what I am trying to do tell you here is, even though I know my method has not given me more money, I'm actually am habituated to this style where I see a lot and I invest. So I'm happy with 50% return than 2x returns sometimes, because I know they are overvalued and that value might suddenly drop and you will lose the entire thing. Apart from this, also there are a lot of things like weightage management and other other things which I also follow. Like so let's say if this the weightage of Geofin here, I have given it a lot of asset allocation to that, but then I sold it. And now, because of selling Geofin, I have gained a lot of profits on Fluorochem. Otherwise, I couldn't even imagine the profits of Fluorochem if I have not sold Geofin. So sometimes, luck favors in the direction. So I could do that only because of fluorochem. So even in the case of Aster, which I've shown you, because I've sold Aster DM, I was able to pick fluorochem. That's what I would say. Because I've sold Titagarh, I was able to buy fluorochem. So I've sold and bought many of them while diversifying my portfolio. That is what is important to me. So this is what is suiting me. So everyone should have their own style, not follow others. So if someone like Charlie Munger and who died, and Warren Buffett, they tell a lot of things on indexing and other things. I admire them, but at the same time, the things which suit for them and what they speak is not applicable for most of them. So just be prepared for your own things and learn from market and do your own style of trading. That's what I would say. Thank you guys. Bye.